Hi, this is part 2 of the Chem 33 review video for Long Exam 1. Part 2 is multiple choice. Number 1. A certain organic compound has a molecular formula of C5H8. Given this information, the compound cannot be A or an blank. So we are given by the choices A. Diene, B. Cycloalkene, C. Alkyne, or D. Linear straight chain alkane. So, ang paraan para i-atake no, itong ganitong klaseng tanong is to list down their general formulas. So, um, we are given C5H8. So, obviously, this is CnH2n minus 2. So, ito yung general form niyan. So, when we look into the general formula, no, ng diene, it's actually the same, CnH2n minus 2. So we know that we are given this organic compound na may ganitong formula, it can be a diene. For cycloalkene, do not be confused, no, ito ay cyclic na alkene. Ang formula, general formula nito is the same, CnH2n minus 2. For alkyne, it's also CnH2n minus 2. But for the linear straight chain alkane, it's CnH2n plus 2. So given the information that we have, we can say it can be any of these three, but not a linear straight chain alkane. So the answer for number 1 is D. Number 2. Which of the following structures will yield methylcyclopentane when subjected to catalytic hydrogenation? So yung methylcyclopentane, so let's draw that first. Methylcyclopentane looks like this. Sorry for the unsymmetrical drawing, but you get the idea of it. So, which of these structures daw yung magiging ganito yung product, no? Magiging methylcyclopentane kapag nag-subject into catalytic hydrogenation. So, catalytic hydrogenation involves the addition of hydrogen gas with a catalyst, no? It can be nickel, palladium, or platinum. And the mechanism will be syn addition. Ngayon, if you look at structure A, if we subject this to catalytic hydrogenation, it will have same side hydrogens here at the double bond. It will may eliminate yung double bond, but instead magkakaroon ng hydrogen doon sa magkabilang dulo, no? So it will end up like a methylcyclopentane. Yes. So B, mawawala si double bond, magkakaroon ng both hydrogen atoms. It will end up still as the methylcyclopentane. C, still possible, of course. So the correct answer for number 2 is D, all of the above. 3. Which of the following is true about cis-1,2-dimethylcyclopropane and trans-1,2-dimethylcyclopropane? So, para hindi tayo mahirapan, first that you have to do is to draw the given compounds. So, I will draw it muna. Okay, so on your left, so this one, this is trans-1,2-dimethylcyclopropane because obviously this is dash, this is wedged, this is dash. So they are from different opposite directions. One is in of the page and the other is out of the page. For this one, this is cis 1,2-dimethylcyclopropane. Because yung substituents niya na dimethyl, no, ay both in the same direction. So cis conformation. So which of the following is true daw? So first, it's saying na yung cis daw is more stable. This. B, it's saying that this trans is more stable. C, if it's equally stable or hindi ba determine. So what we know, of course, no, is a textbook definition is that mas stable ang trans conformation because merong steric repulsion yung mga substituents kapag cis yung conformation. When you're on the same side, of course, like in this case, CH3 is very bulky. So dahil bulky siya, magkakaroon niya ng steric repulsion while they're on the same side. No, so may interaction. So matindi yung repulsion. So hindi siya stable. But when it's trans, it's stable. Kaya ang tamang sagot for number 3 is B. Trans 1,2-dimethylcyclopropane is more stable. Okay, number 4. Which kind of organic reactions can reactions A and B be classified respectively? So we're given two reactions here. So tingnan muna natin isa-isa, no? Reaction A, what happened is from having an alkyl halide dito kasi may bromine siya, when reacted with water, nagkaroon tayo ng double bond. Sa B, same na mother compound, no? Yung pinanggalingan, we reacted it with sodium hydroxide and we had an alcohol. Okay, a primary alcohol. So, isa-isayin natin, no? Yung in organic chemistry, there are three types of organic reactions. So, the first is addition. So, in addition, two molecules ay nagpo-form ng isang larger molecule. So, from the name itself, it says addition. So, merong pag-increase in size ng molecule. And also, it is known na yung nyari is yung number of atoms, no, attached to a carbon in substrate increases. So, yung unsaturated bond ay nawawala kadalasan. Yun yung palatandaan ninyo. Kapag ang reaction ay yung reactant niya ay may double bond, tapos nung nagpunta sa product ay nawala, tapos nagkaroon ng bagong substituent, yan. Most likely, that's addition. Second is elimination. Elimination is when the number of atoms attached dun sa carbon sa substrate decreases, no? Kanina kasi increases yung addition, dito naman decreases. So, nagkakaroon ka naman ng unsaturated bond. Unsaturated bond, yung double bond mo or triple bond. So, elimination naman yan. And the last is substitution. In substitution, you're not adding anything, you're not removing anything, but mapapalitan yung isang atom or groups of atoms na naka-attach sa iyong carbon of interest, mapapalitan siya ng isa pang klase ng atom. Okay? So, substitution from the name itself. So, let's look at reaction A. So, we see na meron ditong bromine, and then sa second, nawala, nagkaroon tayo ng double bond. Obviously, that's elimination. Okay? So, from the choices, konti na lang yung pagpipilian niya. Reaction B, from bromine, naging bromine functional group, no? Naging alcohol, no? Naging alcohol yung compound, nagkaroon ng OH group, hydroxyl group. So, what happened is, napalitan si bromine, naging hydroxyl group, therefore it is substitution. Okay, so the correct answer for number 4 is C, elimination and substitution. Okay. 5. Consider isopropylcyclobutane and 1,1-dimethylcyclopentane. Which of the following statements is true when both compounds undergo monohalogenation with bromine and UV? Yeah. So, on your left, this one, this is isopropylcyclobutane. Okay. cyclobutane kasi four-sided yung kanyang ring structure. And ito naman, nasa right is 1,1-dimethylcyclopentane. So, alin dito sa statements daw yung true kapag ka nag-undergo ng monohalogenation? Yung Br2 and UV. Okay. So, when this undergoes monohalogenation, so A, if isopropylcyclobutane has more unique products than 1,1-dimethylcyclopentane. B, if mas marami yung cyclopentane na unique products kaysa sa isopropylcyclobutane. C, if it cannot have the same number of unique products, and D cannot be determined. So, sulat ko muna kung ano yung general na reaction sa monohalogenation with Br2 and UV. So, it goes like this. You're given an R group na may hydrogen, and it is reacted with an with a halogen in your X sub 2 using heat or UV. It will result to an alkyl halide, and meron kang excess na H na bonded sa isang molecule ng halogen. So, yung focus natin dito ito. Yan. So, let's count kung saan pwede mag-attach si Br dito sa bawat isa. I'll use ibang kulay. So, for this one, pwede dito si Br. Correct? That's 1. Pwede rin dito si Br. 2. Pwede rin dito si Br. 3. Dito si Br pwede rin. 4. And last here. So, tanong, bakit hindi ito counted? Pang-anim. At bakit hindi rin ito? As you can see, this is symmetrical. So, adding a Br here is just the same perception, same idea as adding a Br here and also here because they're symmetric. So, now we can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unique monohalogenation products. See? So, isopropylcyclobutane. So, now let's go to a 1,1-dimethylcyclopentane. So, same idea. Br can attach here. Here then. Pwede rin dito. At pwede rin dito. So, bakit hindi pwede dito? Hindi na siya pwede because symmetrical. It will be the same as adding Br din dito sa kabila. Same as this one and this one. Because you can see, meron siyang line of symmetry. No? Same din kay Br. So now counting everything, no? Counting for everything, si sa dimethylcyclobutane, isopropylcyclobutane has 5 unique products, while si dimethylcyclopentane has 4 unique products. So the correct answer for number 5 is A. Isopropylcyclobutane has more unique products than 1,1-dimethylcyclopentane. A6. Rank the following from lowest to highest boiling point: heptane, decane, undecane, and nonane. So this is more on familiarity sa mga names because nonane from the prefix nonanon, this means 9 na carbon chain. Heptane naman is from the prefix na hepta, that's 7 carbon chain. Decane, so from decagon, I remember from geometry, so that's 10. And undecane, this is something that might be somehow new sa inyo, pero this is 11 carbon chain. So, sabi natin kanina na 2 principles in ranking the boiling point of hydrocarbons is as the chain length increases, so is the boiling point. So let's just rank these from lowest chain length, from shortest na chain length to the longest. So now we have in order heptane, nonane, decane, and undecane. So that is choice D. So the correct answer for number 6 is D. Number 7, which of the following has the highest heat of hydrogenation? So may mga given choices tayo. So in principle, yung pinaka-stable na alkenes, sila yung may small heat of hydrogenation. Kasi kapag in-undergo mo or hinhydrogenate mo yung alkenes, magiging alkane siya, diba? And when that occurs, no, makikita na mas stable si alkane kaysa sa alkene. Kaya merong energy na nare-release, and that is the heat of hydrogenation. However, there are alkenes na stable na. And kapag stable na yun, kaya mababa lang heat of hydrogenation. So if we look at this, if we're going to look at this figure here, no, we can see na enthalpy of hydrogenation decreases as substitution increases. So let's write that. Enthalpy of hydrogenation decreases as substitution increases. So the more substituted the double bond is, the less is its enthalpy of hydrogenation or heat of hydrogenation, because mas stable na siya. Mas stable siya kaysa doon sa unsubstituted or sa monosubstituted. So let's go back to the question. So let's look at A. Si A, meron siyang, ito yung double bond mo, no? So meron siyang 1, 2, 3 distinct substituents. This is tri-substituted. Let's go to B. B has 1, yan. C has 1, 2, and D has also 1 and 2. So looking at this, no, sabi natin kanina na yung may pinakamababang, may nakakonting substituent, sila yung may mataas na heat of hydrogenation. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is B. Okay. This will have the highest heat of hydrogenation. Number 8. For items 8 to 11, we will refer to 2-methylpentane. So ito yung structure niya. So which of the following is formed with the addition of H2? So di ba usually kapag kasi may alkene ka, ang nangyayari lang doon is na-eliminate yung double bond mo. Dahil nag-attach si hydrogen doon sa magkabilang dulo. And nawawala si double bond. But you also have to be careful with the information like that, because yung given lang sa atin is, ang inagdag lang is H2. But remember, in that kind of reaction, no, H2, kailangan meron kang catalyst. So without a catalyst, the reaction will not proceed unless the temperature is so high. Because the reason for that is mataas yung activation energy kapag walang catalyst. Diba? The function of catalyst is to help the reaction overcome yung activation energy na malaki para mag-proceed yung reaction. Okay, so dahil nga walang catalyst sa binanggit, so we cannot assume anything unless it's stated. So while we thought na it would be good, no, na magkakaroon ng hydrogen dito sa magkabilang dulo ng double bond, that is not the case. Therefore, the answer for number 8 is A. No reaction. Okay, so it's still the same compound kasi wala tayong nilagay na catalyst. Number 9, which of the following is the product upon addition of HCl and peroxide? So still the same compound, and we're given different set of choices. So alam natin, no, na usually yung HCl, no, yung or HBr, or generally yung HX natin, kapag nag-react yan sa alkenes, it will follow Markovnikov's rule. Ibig sabihin nun, mag-a-attach yung halogen, mag-a-attach doon sa carbon na more substituted na carbon. However, alam natin na kapag naglagay tayo ng peroxides, no, sa reaction, nagiging anti-Markovnikov siya. But you have to also to be careful. You also need to be very careful kasi yung peroxide effect, it only matters for HBr. Okay. So kung si HBr yung gamit mo at naglagay ka ng peroxide, it will follow anti-Markovnikov na reaction. No? Ibig sabihin, yung halogen mag-a-attach siya sa less substituted carbon. But in the question, we are given HCl and peroxide. And HCl and peroxide does not work the same way sa HCl as it does in HBr. So, ang ating product upon the addition of HCl and peroxide dito sa compound na ito, it will still follow Markovnikov's rule. So, it's either here siya mag-attach or here. And we know that this one, this one is more substituted, no, than the other one. Kaya dyan mag-attach yun. Therefore, the answer for this item is C. So, be careful na hindi naman B yung tamang sagot because HCl yung atin, hindi naman Cl2, no? And so, hindi siya both ng double bond magkakaroon. So, C lang. Number 10, which of the following is formed upon addition of ozone and DMS or dimethyl sulfate? So still the same compound, but this time this is an ozonolysis reaction. So ano nangyayari sa ozonolysis reaction? Nakikleave yung double bond and nagkakaroon si oxygen nag-a-attach doon. So parang kumbaga siniksik mo si oxygen sa gitna. That's how I like to visualize it in my head para madaling tandaan. So when that happens, very basic lang, no? Hindi na ito tricky. Don't worry. So what you're gonna do lang is ito. This is your R kasi, no? This is your R. So it stays the same. Walang magagalaw dyan. And then for this one, na part na to, dyan yung magkakaroon ng oxygen. Okay. And next, so pwedeng ito, no? So down na to 2 yung choices mo. It's B or D. Remember that the cleavage happens on the exact double bond. Kaya hindi pwede si A and si C. Next, yung kabilang side naman, kabilang fragment. So this also stays the same. Wala namang mangyayari dito kasi hindi yan ang concern natin. For this one, magkakaroon siya ng oxygen. So let's draw it. Ganyan. So magkakaroon ng oxygen. So, ito yung fragments na mabubuo natin, no? This one and this one, which is choice D. The correct answer for number 10 is D. Okay, so number 11, at 160 degrees Celsius, hydroboration of the compound is reversible. Which of the following is not a possible product when the compound undergoes hydroboration, oxidation, at this temperature? So, ito medyo tricky na ito, no? So, we have to be careful dito. So, allow me to use your slide para mag-draw. Ayan. So, yung hydroboration at 160 sabi natin is reversible. Ibig sabihin, kapag itong starting compound natin is nareacta natin with BH3, no? Which is yun nga hydroboration. Ang susundin niyan that is anti-Markovnikov pag hydroboration reaction, remember? So what happens is magkakaroon ka dito ng BH2. Okay? And remember that this is also yung pag ito ay sabi natin reversible. So it either reverses to this one, it either reverses back to this double bond, or pwede rin na ang reverse niya, pabalik sa double bond is like this. Okay? And then, pwede ulit mag-reverse, no? From here, magkakaroon ulit ng reaction with BH3. Yeah. So, ang mangyayari naman is BH2 here. Yan. Okay? So, dahil reversible ulit ito, okay, remember that it's a reversible, itong compound na meron tayo ngayon dito, no? Pwede siyang bumalik doon or pwede siyang mag-form ulit ng panibagong klase ng compound, which is ganito. Yan. Okay? So, we have all of this, no? Marami, no? Meron tayong ganito, meron tayong ganito, meron tayong ganito. Yan. And then, alam naman natin hydroboration, oxidation yun, no? So, hindi pa tayo tapos. So, it will undergo yan, H2O2 and sodium hydroxide and of course H2O. Ang mangyayari lang basically doon in simplified way, no, of saying it, papapalitan lang si BH2 ng hydroxyl group. And the same is true for every intermediate tulad nito, this one, then. So, pwede rin silang magkaroon ng product na ganito. And dito naman, pwede rin magkaroon ng product na ganito. Sorry, it's kinda messy. Yan. So, sana naintindihan. Ito lang yung nagiging end product. It's because this is the most stable, no, sa kanila. Pinaka-stable na kasi yan. Pero, it's also possible to have this kind of product and this kind of product. So, let's go back to the choices. So, from the choices, ito, nakita natin, no, na ito ay possible. This one. This one is also possible. This one is also possible. But this one is not possible. Why? Because this implies na sumunod tayo ng Markovnikov addition. Pero we know that hydroboration oxidation itself is not it does not follow Markovnikov rule. Kaya the correct answer for 11 is B. So next, number 12, which of the following can undergo keto, enol, tautomerism? So ano ba yung nangyayari sa keto, enol, tautomerism? So basically sa tautomerism naman, yung nangyayari doon is meron kang single chemical compound, pero pwede siyang mag-exist sa dalawang klaseng structures na interconvertible. Pero magkaiba rin dun, interconvertible, pero magkaiba rin yung, meron silang pagkakaiba sa kanilang position doon sa one or at least one na atoms. Okay? So for keto, enol, tautomerism, ang kailangan nyo lang tandaan dito is yung nagkakaroon ng from a keto form to an enol form. So let's see kung pwede ba isa-isa. So si A, so we can see na yan, OH yung hydroxyl yung kanya ngayon, pero pwede yan mag-transform into its keto form, okay, which is the more stable. So like this. So yes, A is possible. Lampasan ko si C, si M, dun muna ako kay E. Si E, nasa keto form na siya, but kahit na ito yung mas stable, pwede pa rin siyang mag-form into yung kanyang enol form, which is like this. Okay? So check din si E. Let's do M. Si M, nandun na rin siya sa kanyang keto form. But this is also possible na mag-form siya ng kanyang enol form, which is this. Okay? Pero si C, si tayo tumingin, si C ay hindi pwedeng maging keto form, nasa enol form na siya ngayon, so but it cannot go hindi cannot tautomerize to form a keto product. Why? Kasi wala naman siyang double bond, no? Alam natin na yung switching, yung tawag dito, hydride shift, it occurs, no, kapag mula doon sa double bond. So, nakita niyo yung trend from A, M, and E. So, this one cannot undergo keto, enol, tautomerism. So, the answer for 12 is A, M, and E only, which is choice B. Okay. 13. Which reagent is needed to complete the reaction below? So, we are given another reaction and we have to determine kung ano yung magiging kailangan na. So, I'll spoil it na lang kasi yun yung mas mahalaga na concept. So, for 13, the correct answer is H2. The correct answer is H2 and Lindlar's catalyst. So when we say Lindlar's catalyst, it's actually a mixture, no, or combination of palladium, calcium carbonate, and poison catalyst. Minsan ay lead oxide or lead acetate. Okay? So ang nangyayari kapag naglagay ka ng H2 at Lindlar's catalyst, nagkakaroon yung alkyne mo, magiging alkene, no? Ang tawag dyan ay catalytic hydrogenation. Pero kapag yung ginamit mo ay H2 at Lindlar's catalyst in particular, yung conformation ng alkene mo ay cis, which in this case is cis. If we have used NaNH2, no, or LiNH2, kung yan ang ginamit natin, this will also make an alkene, but it's in the trans conformation. And then if we use naman H2 and palladium or PT, no, yung alkyne mo automatically magiging alkane na siya. Okay? Magiging alkane na siya. Ay. Sobra. Yan. Yan. Magiging alkane na siya kapag H2 at PT yung ginamit mo. So for this question, the right reagent is C. Hydrogen gas and Lindlar's catalyst. 14. Identify the reagent needed to complete the reaction below. So, spoiler alert ko na rin kasi kailangan kong ma-explain yung concept. The correct answer for 14 is B. So, this is mercuration, no? Oxymercuration reaction. So, yung general trend, idodrawing ko yung general formula niya, no? So, if you have a terminal alkyne, terminal which means yung triple bond mo ay nasa dulo, no, nasa terminal carbon, and you react it with H2O, sulfuric acid, and mercuric sulfate. The result is you're gonna have, no, ito, yan, CH3, tapos meron ka dito oxygen. So, para madali lang ma-distinguish, no, ito yung carbon dito, ito na siya. And yung carbon dito, ito na siya. Okay? So, let's apply this same concept dito sa given na compound. So, obviously, ito yung R group natin, no? So, walang magbabago dyan. It's still the same. So, nakita niyo naman na walang nagbago, no? And then, yung dito naman sa kabilang dulo, yun yung may nagbago. Magkakaroon ka na dito ng, as you gagawin sa general na formula natin. No? Yan. So, hindi perfect yung there. Kaya, the correct reagent that you need to complete this reaction is H2O, HCSO4, and H2SO4. If you have used A, for example, ozonolysis yan, that's completely different, diba? So, ang pinaka-appropriate lang dito is B. And for the last item, so which unsaturated bond will be detected in the IR region? So, we're talking about unsaturated bonds. Ito yung may mga double at triple bond. So, although in IR region, pwede nating sabihin na ayun nga, may mga stretches, no, na ma-recognize. Not all, no, na bonds ay mag-appear because some are IR inactive. So, yung IR inactive ay kapag yung unsaturated bond o yung bond mo actually mismo, kahit anong bond yun, no, kapag completely symmetrical siya, okay? So, kahit na double or katulad ng nasa double or triple bond na completely symmetrical, hindi siya madedetect sa IR region mo. So, let's go through this one by one. So, A, completely symmetrical ito, no? So, obviously, you can, meron ka ditong line of symmetry, plane, and line of symmetry, pwede mong hatiin, no? Into equal halves. For B, it's the same. And D is also the same. But for C, yan yung, yan. Hindi yan symmetrical, no? So, this bond, C double bond O, will reflect in the IR spectra kung sakaling ilalagay mo, i-undergo mo, i-run mo ito sa IR spectrometer. magkakaroon ng magre-reflect yung peak ng C double bond O. Okay, so the correct answer for 15 ay ang madidetect na bond na unsaturated is letter C. And that's it. That's actually everything that we can give you for the first to review you for the first long exam of Chem 33. I hope you learned something, and good luck on your upcoming long exam.